Hey guys, this is the Sears Early One 350.57046 smoke detector. Now I got this smoke detector yesterday. Now, those of you who have been with me a long time know that this is a smoke detector that I have actually had my eye on for a while. You actually might not know that because I never really posted anything about this detector. But this detector has an interesting story to it. So I saw this smoke detector I think over 4 years ago in my cousin's mother-in-law's house. We went to a party there and I saw it on the ceiling and I had no idea. Like I wasn't kind of like on a collecting hiatus then, so I had no idea like anything about it, didn't know like what its deal was. So then I didn't think about this detector for about 4 years. Oh, and I took like a video of it, like a short video clip, just like zooming in on it, but that video was lost, obviously. So then, over 4 years later, we went back yesterday for another party, and I had asked if I could replace this smoke detector, and they said yes. So I gave them a new Kita unit, and they gave me the old one. So here it is, the smoke detector that I have wanted for a while, and finally have. Now you can see, this is the one that is the rebrand of the Fyrnetics F900D, but it has a twist. Notice right here, it has a integrated heat sensor. That was a feature that Sears had offered on several of their models. They had offered that on BRK rebrands and Gateway rebrands. I used to have a BRK one that was basically just an SA76 RS with a heat sensor. I gave that one away to a friend. And we actually recently discovered that Fyrnetics themselves also offered a model with a heat sensor. We don't know what the model number for that is, so we just refer to it as the F900D with the heat sensor. So yeah, they did make a model of this. Sears made a model of this without the heat sensor. It was model 350.57045. And then, of course, both of those were rebrands of the Fyrnetics F900D, the first generation model. So, here's a side view. When I got it, there was paint just slapped all over this side of the cover here. So I spent about an hour last night using nail polish remover to get it off, and it came off pretty well. You can barely tell there was any paint there. So yeah, nail polish remover works pretty well. There still is some paint on the base, but yeah, I'm probably going to work on removing that sometime soon. Here's the back of it. You can see no labels on the back, assembled in Hong Kong, molded into the cover. And I swear that these had metal bases. I don't know, maybe that was just some kind of false memory, but I swear these had metal bases. But apparently they didn't. So, yeah. Open it up. And you can see it's got the hinged cover, just like all the F900Ds. And inside, it's, got the same thing as the Fyrnetics model. The sensor that looks like a spaceship, kind of. The regular Kobishi CLB-27 brass squealer horn. There's the heat sensor, and where it's mounted onto the base there, it's like on a metal, or onto the PCB, on like a metal tab that kind of goes over the PCB, and then under the horn. And here's the battery clip and the battery installed. This one has two sensitivity adjustment knobs. This one is the one that I had adjusted. When I got it, it wouldn't stop going off. I had to adjust it a little bit, but it is now working. There's the label on the sensor. This particular model contains 5 microcurias of americium-241, and it actually does not say Fyrnetics Incorporated on there at all, which is very unusual. It actually says Sears Roebuck and Company, Chicago, Illinois. So, yeah. The label is on the inside of the cover here. As you can see, it's like exactly the same thing as the Fyrnetics, just says Sears, model number 350.57046, item number 9570446, 9-volt smoke detector, serial number 225601, sensitivity, Sears Roebuck and Company, Chicago, Illinois, assembled in Hong Kong. And then the date code is right here, 0777. So it was made in 1977. The 7th week of 1977, I believe that is. So, yeah. Oh, and there's the test button on the inside of the cover there. And then there's the hole where the heat sensor goes through. So, it's time for a test. Now, I've heard these are kind of have a really, they varied the pitch of these a lot for some reason. And this one makes a little bit different sound from ones that I've heard, so I'll go ahead and test it. And as you can hear, it's very low pitched. This is actually, I think, the lowest pitched alarm I own. It definitely sounds, it's definitely the scariest sounding Kobishi brass squealer I've ever heard. Test it again. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Let's try it. You gotta push kind of hard on the button to get it to go off. And then sometimes it'll change pitch like that. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. Kind of raspy sounding. I do like the sound of it though. Really unique sound. Nathaniel had actually said that this is the lowest pitched Kobishi CLB he's ever heard, and he's had a lot of experience, so I don't know. Like I said, they varied these a lot. I've heard some that are really high pitched. The Fanman 87 Garadinsco has one that's like almost up to like, I think that's like almost at an F. This one's at a G sharp 4 apparently, according to Nathaniel. So yeah. Okay, so now you all know that this detector, the Fyrnetics F900D, is it's the battery-powered version of the Fyrnetics 1200. I used to have the second generation F900D with the piezo horn. I have a video of it, but I gave it away. I gave the smoke detector away. I still have my 1200 here. This was the one that was from my grandma's house, and they kind of made them a little smaller. They made them compact, but they have the same sensor. You can see in there. It has the same exact sensor as this one does, and it also has 5 microcurids of americium. This one, of course, has the Kobishi CLB-27 mechanical vibratory type horn instead of the squealer. So after Sears made these, I think they made these at the same time they made the BRK ones. And after they made these, they went to the BRK models with the piezo, I believe. And then they switched from there to the Gateway ones. Or maybe they were making the Gateway ones and the BRK 79R ones at the same time. I don't know, because the BRK 79R ones are really rare. So far, only one has surfaced, and Nathaniel has it. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There's some that are rebrands of the SA120, and we've found a lot more of those than the 79R ones. So after that, they went to the Gateway ones, which are so common, and everybody loves those. And then they went to this design here, the Nowcore model. And I think it wasn't too long after they stopped making these is when they stopped putting smoke alarms out completely. So, yeah. Now, I've never seen a Sears 350.57046 other than this one installed, or a 57045 without the heat sensor. I have seen F900Ds installed. I saw one at an open house several years ago. I made a video of it. And that was the one that I could have sworn had a metal base. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was just a false memory, though. And then I saw another one at an open house in our old neighborhood, actually, on the ceiling. It was laid out exactly like our old house was, and it was on the ceiling where the TC49A would have been in our house. So it had the cover open and the battery was disconnected, so I could have asked if I could have it, but I just didn't get around to it, and I didn't get it. So, yeah. So I think that's about it for this video. That is the Sears Early One 350.57046 smoke detector. Thank you for watching, and more to come.